welcome back. This is still Tea Time on PlusTvAfrica. So you know how we do, guys. Apart from our gospel conversations, we also have amazing talents in the building. And today's not different. We have Raezy Winston, and he's a multi-talented rapper, award-winning veteran, on-air personality, content creator, media entrepreneur, and music executive. Raezy has been making music professionally since 2010, and has a mixtape, Emancipation, and a good number of singles to his name. Raezy, through his electric shows, has also contributed immensely to the growth of the hip-hop, pop, and urban culture in this country. He's the host of the popular hip-hop show Rap Culture, which is one of the biggest and most listened to radio shows in Nigeria. Please, guys, let's welcome Raezy Winston. Hey. Hi. First of all, why do you have such a white name? I need to understand that.
Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, so Winston is my surname. I got that, but Raezy is also my name. So the thing is, my name is also Ugo, but for the music, I just had to pick Raezy.
Right. Yes. Is Raezy the actual name that your parents gave you? Like one of the names?
One of my names, yeah.
Okay, what does it mean?
It means a very gifted person. So
and
like on brand.
Yeah, very, very, very on brand. Good to have you on the show.
Good to be here.
All right, okay, so obviously you're creative. Really quickly, before we even go further, let's just go on a very quick music break, guys. We'll be right back. Hi, people. Welcome back to Tea Time with PlusTvAfrica. You know, like Roberts also used to mess up sometimes, but we're back, guys. We can hear our guests properly. Yeah. So yeah, we're having a conversation about you as a creative. Yeah, like it's very obvious that has been flowing in your juices. Okay, but like, where did that come from? Are you from a home like that, or like it just chose you? What's the story?
Well, yeah, I'm from a home like that. My mom, you know, used to be in the choir for the longest. She's a fantastic singer. Okay. My dad just loved music. He wasn't a great singer, but he just loved music. So, but he'll play like some very great records. So I think that listening to all of that great music growing up really helped shape me. So growing up, I was already exposed to the best of the best artists, like the Michael Jacksons, Princes, Tupac, EPMD, Public Enemy, everybody.
Yeah, obviously that's how you found rap.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so I know, even when you're saying, oh, I'm influencing rap and pop and urban, everybody knows that hip-hop is actually your main cook. All those ones are just trying to be ceremony. Yeah. So let's be politically incorrect. I know you have favorites, that's fine, it's okay.
Yes, I do. I mean, if I had to be by myself and listen to music that I'd enjoy, I think hip-hop would come first, but I do love all genres.
Yeah, okay, so let's focus on that, by the way. I know you've tried to make music yourself in certain degrees. Yeah. I don't know why you stopped, because it was really nice. Yeah. But what's the story with that? Like, why do you think you relate with hip-hop so much? Because it's not a very common thing in the genre space, Yeah.
So first, I think it was the love and passion for hip-hop. Because I'm a rapper myself. However, just like you rightly said, down here, the rappers will not gain a lot of the support, right? And even a lot of us, because I'm a radio guy too, and I see a lot of my colleagues sometimes, maybe at events, are bumping into them like, yo, guys, show these rappers some love, what's going on? So, and it was even hurt because you'd see them play a wavy Nicki Minaj record, or Megan Thee Stallion record, or J. Cole record. And you actually have guys who actually make wavy records too, you know, trap, all that vibe. So why they not getting rotation, do you understand? So it was just a thing where it was mostly the Afro-pop guys who were getting all the love. So I just thought, you know what, somebody had to do it. So I started holding it down for rappers, you know, with the Rap Culture show. I had events, I had battles. Sometimes I would even put together projects where I'd give rappers my own money. Like I would just encourage them. That's how crazy it was. But that grew to a point where I could even get brands to support the events, for example, and rappers would win stuff, you know, rappers would win a deal. Last year, I did a Nasty C challenge where a rapper won a universal distribution deal, so that was great, you know, stuff like that. So somebody just had to do it. So.
All right, cool. So I've known you for quite some time now, and everything you said you wanted to do then, you're still doing it. Because he was like, you know, this rap thing. I was looking at him like, are we not in Nigeria? He's like, this is how we're gonna do it. Miles, don't worry, just watch. I'm going to make it happen. Blah blah blah. And you're still there. I remember having that conversation. And you're still there, and you're still pushing. Now, at some point, do you just feel like, you know what? I think I'm done. I want to drop this. I can't do this no more, because a lot of rappers are not making in paper. They're not making money as much as they want. And this is, it's a capital intensive kind of business. You have to put some capital in there to make some money. So did you get tired at some point? Like, you know what, I'm done. Maybe that was what cost you hiatus at some point. So.
To be honest, yeah, it's overwhelming because, you know, it just feels like you're putting in a lot of work and you're not really seeing it. I mean, not for me. For me, I could do stuff for myself, but I was more concerned about other people winning too, especially the rappers. However, I think that one of the major problems is, you know, just like I said, the support. So there's no support system for rappers as much as other guys. So from the labels, you don't have, how many labels have rappers on their, do you understand what I'm saying? So, and that's why, just real quick before I get back to what you said, that's why when, you know, Ladipo talked about, oh, I'm #1 on Apple Music, it felt great because he's a rapper. And the second guy on Apple Music right now is Black Bones, that's another rapper. So, but then again, this wouldn't have been possible if Don Jazzy didn't sign Ladipo, do you understand what I'm saying? So if we had more labels also signing rappers, even if you don't sign as many rappers as you have pop artists, at least sign 1 or 2 rappers.
Yeah,
it helps.
diversity is key.
Exactly, exactly. So you just, you know, just diversify that roster. So the thing is, so because you don't have that support, label backing, agents are not booking them, brands are not calling them for shows. Yeah, so it just gets overwhelming sometimes. Sometimes just like, you know what? It looks like I'm just going against all the sharks. So maybe I should just chill and do my thing. But, however, I look at what we've achieved, do you understand? And like you rightly said when you were going through my profile, rap culture is actually so big that I started having people listening from all over the world. And rap culture also powered in 2015, there was something I did with Vector called Freestyle Fury, where he had rapped for like 2 hours non-stop, and that's a record-breaking event. That was powered by rap culture as well. So it was big, it was trending #1 worldwide, not even in Nigeria. So I'm looking at stuff like that, I'm like, you know what, we can do more. So, however, what I need people to do, especially rappers, is to also move smarter. I know that a lot of rappers are guilty of just being in their own space. They just want to chill and be like, oh, it's me, it's me. Nah, it's not just you. You need to collaborate, you need to go out more, you need to network, you need to meet people. Do records with people outside your genre as well. That's what happens. Just for all the R&B love, not everybody loves R&B too. That's why you see R&B artists always featuring rappers as well. So that's how it works. You have to collaborate.
Talking about that collaboration, you have a new joint. Yes. And you have some people in it. You want to share?
Absolutely. Okay, so it's called OG.
OG?
Yeah. So
it's called OG.
Okay, so I actually said feeling like an OG. So, but then the record is the lead single of an international album I've been working on for
international.
Yeah, it is. So the idea is, so it's not just Nigerian music. It's different artists from different parts of the world coming together. So I'm bringing everybody together, pretty much. Yeah. So that's why it's an international album.
Okay,
so it has like a global.
Who are these people that are bringing together? Is it Phil?
So many.
Miles,
Jay-Z,
like
so
many.
many.
Like
Jay-Z, Kanye West.
So many, man. Okay, so but for the single, I actually have 4 stars on the single.
Nice.
I have Larry Gaga on it. I have Vector on it. I have Del B. I have Big Chill, Party After Party. You know, 1 song. So yeah, so you can imagine what the other songs would be like if I have 4 of these guys on 1 record.
Right.
So yeah, so that's it. So we just put that out. It's been doing really well. Like the rotation is crazy. Like every second, the phone is buzzing. The station's playing. That station's playing. I'm like, okay, it's great.
Please, I want to ask one particular question. So will you say, be sincere now, the fact that you're an OAP or you have access to the media world and you have friends in high places, would you say it helped or fueled your your career as a rapper? Because a lot of rappers are out there that are really, really dope, but they don't have the platforms and the opportunity you have.
Personally, I mean,
because getting all those guys on 1 song, that's a lot.
Okay, so to be honest, personally, right, I'd say that maybe I deserve that, man. I've worked for that. I've grinded, right? Because it's definitely not easy. It doesn't come easy. If you were going to feature a Vector from nowhere and you didn't know him, for example, you definitely will pay a lot of money. So, however, maybe because I've done a lot of stuff in the past too for people, you just have to forge relationships at the end of the day. You have to network. If you cannot reach Mr. A, try and reach Mr. B. That's how it works. So while I couldn't reach some people, I could reach these people. Do you understand what I'm saying? There were some people who, maybe are not as big as Larry Gaga and Vector, that I tried to reach and were not as cool. but I could reach bigger guys like Larry Gaga, and then because we're cool. Yeah, the industry's crazy, man.
And I don't think that would have stopped if you were not OAP.
Yeah, no,
I think that's a personality thing.
Yeah,
like you just want
you just have
go
to
for what. Yeah,
absolutely. You need to know what you want, and know how to go about it.
So I have a question, because I'm all for, if you even listen to the conversation we're having before, I'm all for diversity. So even if I don't necessarily appreciate it or like it, I still think that the other people who do have a voice, right? But from someone who's coming from a place where we don't understand hip hop, I think there's something going on in Nigeria now where there's kind of like digestible rap, and I'm asking you to school me.
Okay.
So when I see people like, you know, Black Bones, I think even Black Bones now is just a tiny bit still Afro-like, so it's digestible. But there's some people that are like so hardcore, like my guy that's saying like Yekwe. That's like proper rap.
Yeah, shouts out to Mazino though.
Yeah, he's been on the show before.
Right.
So yeah, you know, there's that kind, but then there's the Fouls kind of stuff that's going on. So that for me is a lot more digestible, right? From your perspective, are those two things still rap, and are they still hip hop kind of?
Yes, absolutely they are. So okay, real quick, let me just say this so people would understand better. So the thing is, oh, you can't hear me?
You're so soft-spoken. I can't believe you're a rapper.
Oh, right.
Because like I want to just lay down and like watch you talk, because you're so soft-spoken. You're the first soft-spoken rapper I've ever met.
Rappers always have that.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying. And their egos are bigger than life. But you're like, I want to just like watch you.
Yeah, I'm calm. I try to be calm. So the thing is, again, it boils down to moving smart, right? It's all hip hop, to be very honest. Now, so let me give a classic example. Rock and roll. Not everybody's a big fan of rock and roll. However, there are some rock and roll songs that made it to mainstream charts, right? So while you may not listen to hardcore rock and roll album, you would definitely hear Imagine Dragons, Believer on the charts, for example, featuring Lil Wayne, even and stuff like that. So you need to, there are things that you need to put in place if you're going to go mainstream, regardless of your genre. So if you don't want to keep catering to your hardcore fan base, or the people who are just fans, or just the people who are fans of your genre, you need to do stuff to go mainstream. So that's just what it is. So people like Fouls, who kind of like tone it down a bit and make it, you know, very relatable. They're doing that because they want a lot more people to listen to what they have to say, right? So if you have a message to pass across, you need to pass it in a way that, you know, people want to listen. So you don't just want to be so hard and then you're just
like
catering
to. Studio with this guy and he's like directing me and mentoring.
For real,
that's obviously a big part of who you are.
No, it is. Yes, it is. It is.
Screaming
fine-tuning, artist development stuff.
Okay, so I understand. You have to pay him to get that kind of stuff.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
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 You should make me your manager.
Yes.
Anyway, okay, so let's go back to your work now. You've mentioned a few people.
Oh yeah.
To start with, are there any females on your project? Because you have all these projects.
Absolutely. Absolutely, of course. Nah, come on, of course.
She had to ask.
Nah, of course not. There's a lot of females, actually.
A lot of females.
So it's similar.
Okay, from now on, we're best friends, okay?
Great, that's fine. Like, I mean, so it's funny because even when I did a cypher, I did a rap culture cypher, right, last year. Now, for a lot of the hip hop ciphers, because ciphers are like more hardcore. Ciphers are not singles, they're like rappers together and stuff. A lot of people don't really care about if they have chicks on it or females in it, right? But on my cypher, I had 2 rappers, female rappers in it.
In Nigeria?
Yeah, and they're so good, exactly. And that's the best part, because so while everybody would usually go for, I mean, I'm cool with every other person. I'm cool with Evalogy, I'm cool with Flow. I've even done stuff with Flow in the past, but people would usually go for the same persons, and that's another problem. So I'm like, you guys are doing this click thing where you don't let other people shine. So I put 2 rappers who a lot of people had never heard about, and they were so good. Delivery was fantastic.
You know, let's just start calling you the king of the How does that sound? That sounds pretty accurate.
And then one of them has gone on to sign for one of the biggest labels in the country right now. Yeah, I can't disclose that, but they officially unveil her. So that made me feel so good. And it's crazy because I literally convinced her to come in to Lagos from Port Harcourt. I'm like, stay here, don't go anywhere, you'll make it. So it's crazy.
Again,
so yeah, so there's a lot of females.
I'm going to bring it back to you again.
All right. No.
It's your thing. It's okay. It's a thing. It's who you are.
Right.
But again, I want people to get a glimpse of what you're talking about. Can you give us some kind of freestyle? If there's something you've written before or anything, right. At this point, I'm your fan. Anything you want to do, just do for me, please.
Freestyle.
Do you need a beat?
No, that's fine. I can
Okay,
flow.
thank God, 'cause I cannot give you.
I'm just trying to, you know, make sure like I'm able to censor the words properly, because you know, on TV. So yeah. Okay, so let me just do something short so we don't get in trouble. Trying to get it popping up inside of me. The opposite of sober, so we're trying to be. We got 25 girls in the room, and everybody got the right to get some. It's a democracy. No cream on the hills, no neighbors, couple of chicks, no clothes, boom, vapors. And the location don't matter, because wherever we at, we just turn that into Vegas. Yeah.
Okay.
Just,
very
just keep it
explicit,
there.
very like, if you're not under the age of, if you're under the age
I like
of 18.
the democracy part.
Of course you do.
Miles.
Of course you do.
Man. Let's just
Only random.
be free.
Everybody can have some. Let's go around.
Alrighty, okay, so even when you rap, you're quite soft-spoken as well.
Yeah.
You don't ever charge? Like,
No, I don't. I think I only charge when in the face of injustice. I hate injustice.
That's when you charge.
Well, no, maybe not really. I just, in the face of injustice.
well, I guess injustice can come in when you're dealing with money.
Oh, yes, yeah, exactly. So if somebody's trying to play a fast one, or
Right.
somebody's getting shortchanged, somebody's getting
Right.
attacked, or people are getting bad
My
treatment.
punchline
yeah.
just went on notice. Good.
Okay, all right.
Right,
Before we
okay.
even let you go, because I want to make sure I just everything out of you.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
fine. Okay.
we've milked your music industry journey and everything. But is there any other part of your life, because you have so many, I want you to decide, any other part of your life in terms of your career and art and work that you want people to actually deal
Oh
with?
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm heavy on content. I'm a thorough media person as well. So I've always been a content person, from entertainment content or, you know, radio shows, TV shows. But right now I've been, so there's a passion for putting out content that's also very impactful. For example, I actually did an NSARS documentary with Tricky T. Yeah, we did that together.
Oh, Tricky T,
Yeah, because he's a director. So I was like, yo, I need to work on this. And it was so much work. It was 5 months of crazy work. So, and it was very comprehensive. It captured everything from the origin down to everything that happened till the end. So it was crazy, yeah. So we did that, and that's like personal project. We just put our funds. We actually executive produced it. It's not like it was anything. So that's out of passion. So there's going to be like more content like that. There's something huge we're working on again for women in Lagos. But I can't say the concept now because somebody steals it. So that's also very impactful.
Guys,
so I think that.
Oh no! Hey!
So I'm just saying that, yeah. So that I think that content creation part of me is something that I really want people to focus on, because there's so much more coming. There's also like light shows, interesting shows, all of that stuff is coming, so yeah.
And I think that's an amazing way to just end the interview, and let's soak all of that goodness in. But thank you guys so much. If you started from the beginning of the show and you're here with me, you're an OG. You need one bottle of
Real.
Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to join the conversation on the social medias using the hashtag #TeaTime or Twitter at PlusTvAfrica. Remember that you can also catch up on all of our previous episodes, including this one. So in case you came in between or you didn't watch the full interview and really love who this man is, feel free to go to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica, do a rewind, binge, feel free to just explore. You can also watch Tea Time on R2TV and in London on Ben Television. A big thank you out to my guest, Winston.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Raezy.
Miles, great
Yes.
stuff. I had a great time.
I'm glad to hear that. Also, I want to say a big thank you to my co-anchors, man like Miles and Ifeoluwa Oshike, who had to step down due to social distancing. The entire production team for making this possible. My name remains Ifeoma, your favorite I know. Have a good day.